Hey guys, here's your hunt report for Friday, October 25th. You know, this week I've hunted pretty much every day, seen deer on every single hunt. Now, it's only been evening hunts. I haven't started hunting morning hunts yet, but we did have a kind of a minor cold front come through yesterday. And yesterday the activity really picked up. My camera showed about 3 times the activity that they had. And then Steve Shields and I hunted yesterday evening from one of my 360 blinds. We seen 3 different bucks. We seen a 1.5 year old first, and then a 2.5, and then shortly before dark, a 3.5 came out and was chasing does around, working scrapes. And he was from one end of that food plot to the other, checking out the other deer. So, you know, things are starting to heat up, but I really expect it to heat up this weekend. Got another front coming through. Going to heat up early next week. I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the temperatures are supposed to be, you know, up there, 80 degrees actually a couple days. Tuesday and Wednesday is supposed to be really windy, but Thursday and Friday, that's when it's going to turn on. I think Thursday's Halloween. That'll probably be my first morning hunt. Temperature is going to drop by about 12 degrees from the day before. The front's going to blow through, chance of a little bit of rain, no serious rain, but you know, maybe a 1/4 inch or something like that. But the barometer is going to be up this weekend as well as late next week. I'm actually going to take a little time off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and get some things done around home, get prepared to really hit it hard starting that Halloween day when that cold front comes through. And I'd suggest you guys do the same. Now, depending on where you're at in the country, that cold front, you know, maybe a day or two off in your area from what I'm talking about. But, you know, here in central Illinois, next week, Thursday is going to be the day. Friday looks great as well. And I didn't see the forecast beyond that. Forecast I looked at only goes out 10 days. But if you're looking to take a break and get, you know, ready to hit the rut hard, right before that cold front next week would be the time to do it. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Joe Miles. He can tell you what he's been seeing.
Hey guys, Joe Miles with Chasing Giants TV here for the weekly hunt report. Man, things really heated up this past weekend in South Carolina. The pre-rut is in full swing. Have seen a lot of young bucks out with scrapes, some pushing going on. The bigger bucks are starting. I'm getting them kind of all over the place at night. Not a lot of still daylight activity. So that's kind of what's going on here in South Carolina. It has warmed up, and you know, like we talked about last week, our swamp flooded. So the mosquitoes are really at an all-time terrible. They are as bad as I have ever seen them. We need a frost really bad. So we're getting some early, right now we're getting some early daylight movement. You know, they're moving up until about 8 or 9 o'clock, and then they're going to get away from those mosquitoes. You know, and then in the evenings, right at dark, not a whole lot of movement, not even on the cameras. And then as it gets later in the night and starts cooling off, the movement picks up. So something unique. I've never seen it where the mosquitoes are that bad in South Carolina that's affecting deer movement, but I know that's what's going on. As far as in the other states, in Ohio, some deer starting to really cruise around there. I've seen 3 new bucks on the property I can hunt in Ohio. I'm excited about 2 of them, so hopefully around that 3rd or 4th of November, depending on the weather, I'll be headed up there. Kentucky, I've got all my cameras in rut funnels, getting some nighttime movement through those funnels, not a lot of action there. And then also in Kansas, my cameras in Kansas have been absolutely dead. A couple 2-year-olds, but again, they're in funnels, and I don't think those bigger mature deer are really out right now, especially in daylight, going through the funnels where they're going from long range, you know, woodlot to woodlot. They're still kind of on that feeding pattern. They are starting to get outside of that bubble. One thing I want to leave you with, guys, I've fallen 2 times out of trees. Both of them have been under 8 feet. They were both setting sticks. And this past Saturday, I was moving a stand, and I had my harness with me, which is why I'm sitting at my truck, because I wanted to show y'all this. This is a kill deer harness. I'm not necessarily saying you need this harness, but it's a good one. This is a crazy story. I hung my stand, and where the tree was, it was down in a ditch. And then I had to go a lot higher than normal, because as you get up, with the ditch, you can become eye level with the deer, and then you got to get above that. So I was roughly 28, 32 feet high at the end of this, and I was on my 5th stick, and there was a great big vine. I'm going to set this down for a second. There's a great big vine, and I reached over once I got all the way to the top, and I had my safety harness on. Thank goodness. I was in a rush, and I thought about leaving it, but I remember my wife and remember my son, and so I took it with me, and I cut that big vine, and it bowed out and dropped down and came in, and the dadgum thing hit the buckle button on my stick. The strap that goes around the stick, the buckle button, it hit right there, 10-ringed it, and it loosened the strap, and I went straight down the tree. And as my safety harness caught, the stick hit the stick below it, and it caught there too. And then, it took up the slack that the button had let out. It scared me to death. I would have fallen 35 feet, guys. So point being, you're in a hurry. It's getting to be crunch time. You're hanging stands, you're moving stands. Wear your harness. I know it can be more effort to get that thing on and take a little bit more time. You will never forgive yourself if you don't have it on and something happens. So guys, that is the in-season weekly hunt report. Let us know what you guys are seeing out there. Thank you all very much.